Welcome to Selling in the Motor Trade, in association with Automotive Management and SMT. This is the weekly podcast where we share best practice, tips and ideas on how to sell more cars, improve your service department, and generally put more profit into your dealership or dealer group. I'm your host, Simon Bowkett, or some of you might already know me as Skippy. And firstly, I want to say thank you for taking the time to tune in. Hi guys, good to see you again. Let's deal with that same objection. What's your best price? Remember, we've already tried, getting the figures right is the easiest part of my job. But unless that car is exactly right, no price is going to be good enough. So when's a good time for us to get together and make sure the car's right? No, I just want your best price. Well, the best price is going to be the amount of money coming out of your pocket. So we need to have a look at your trade-in. When's a good time to have a look at that? No, just guess what it's worth. The trouble with any price over the phone, sir, it's just going to be that, I guess. I'm going to end up guessing too high, or I'm going to end up guessing too low. Now, if I guess too high, you'll be unhappy when I can't give you that figure when you turn up. If I guess too low, we're probably not going to see each other again. Or just give me a ballpark figure. Sir, there's plenty of places out there like We Buy a Car. They'll give you a rough idea. Now, we're normally a touch higher because they normally drop down when they go to the drop-in centres. Use that one with your sales manager's permission only. If let's say you've tried all that and they say, no, I just want to know what's my car worth. Can you just give me a price there? I'm calling from a long way away. You might want to try this technique. You might want to turn around and say, well, sir, I take it you don't want to waste your time on your money. I don't blame you. I'm so confident I can get the money right. If I can't, I'm more than willing to pay for your fuel to get you back home. Now, I can't be fairer than that, can I? Now, I know what you might be thinking. What? That's going to cost us a fortune in fuel. No, it won't. I was taught that technique when I was working in a dealership in Townsville, North Queensland. And we used that with customers who were driving from Mount Isa. Now, that's about a 12-hour drive. And we'd still say, sir, I'm so confident we get the figures right. If we can't, I'm more than willing to pay for your fuel to get you back home. I can't be fairer than that. Now, who is going to drive 12 hours to have a look at that used car and not want to buy it? And if they say they want their money back, naturally, you as a salesperson on a new car customer is going to say, well, where do we need to be? You won't give away fuel. The fuel line is just about confidence. And let me say that again. Sir, I'm so confident in getting the money right. I'm so confident if I can't, I'm more than willing to pay for your fuel to get you back home. I can't be fair on that, can I? Now, if they still say, no, I just want the best price. I want the best price. This is where it's going to be slightly different for new to used again. Now, the new car customer, you might try this line. Well, sir, let me share this with you. We all buy cars from exactly the same place. That's Nissan GB. We all buy them at exactly the same price, and we all have the same restrictions. Any price we could do, someone else can do, and vice versa. It'd be silly for me to give away my commercial advantage out over the phone to someone that I don't really know who they are. For all I know, you might be another Nissan dealer wondering how we're selling so many of these X-Trails at the moment. To be fair, you don't sound like another Nissan dealer, but the price I can do, if you give it to one of my competitors, you might get me in a bit of trouble. So, sir, can I ask you a question? If I can get the figures right on that X-Trail, are you in a position to leave me £1,000 on either credit or debit card just to secure it? See what I've done there? Guys, I've tried a few different defences to make the appointment. And in the past, I'd always say, no, make the appointment. And I still want you to try for the appointment first. But at some point, if you don't give a price, guess what? Your competitor will. But still, trial close first. Don't just give them a price. Once they got their price, they're going to leave. So trial close. So, sir, if I can get the figures right in that X-Trail, are you in a position to leave me £1,000 on either credit or debit card? If they say yes, go one stage further. Hey, what bank is that? Now, I'm not fully sure of the psychology on this one and why it works, but trust me, it works. If they say, oh yeah, that's the Royal Bank of Scotland, they're willing to deal. If they say, well, that's pointless at this point, who cares? Actually, you know you've got a battle still on your hand. Because by them saying the Royal Bank of Scotland, you can't get into their bank account. You can't get into their details just knowing that piece of information. but it's one step further along the commitment trail. But also, notice what I did on that new car customer. Sir, let me share this with you. We all buy cars from exactly the same place. That's Nissan GB. We all buy them at exactly the same price, and we all have the same restrictions. Any price we can do, someone else can do, and vice versa. It'd be silly for me to give away my commercial advantage out over the phone. All I know, you may be another Nissan dealership wondering how we're selling so many of these X-Trails at the moment. To be fair, you don't sound like another Nissan dealer. But the price I can do, if you give that to one of my competitors, you might get me in a bit of trouble. So let me ask you, if we can get the figures right on that car, are you in a position to leave me £1,000 on either credit or debit card? Hey, what bank is that? After that, go and speak to your sales manager. We've got someone that we might need to deal because the chances are they want that car. Oh, here's another one you might want to try for that customer that's a new car customer for a long way away. And this technique is, sir, whenever I get a phone call for someone that far away, it's often someone just trying to keep their local dealer honest. Can't blame you, I'd be doing exactly the same thing. Is that what you're trying to do? And if you've got good rapport with people, sometimes they might say, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Don't blame you, I'd do the same thing. Well, do me a favor, tell me what deal you've got, and I'll tell you if you've got a really good deal or not. Wow, you got that deal. That's a cracking deal. Now, how much would I have to beat that by to get you to want to come down to Birmingham to buy that? What, an extra 100, 200, something like that? You may just sometimes get the price from the other dealer. You know why? If they liked their local dealer, if they trusted their local dealer, why are they calling you? Sometimes something's gone wrong there. You'd be amazed, sometimes they might buy from you for not that much of a better deal. Try it, see how you get on. Oh, but more importantly, what is a local customer? In my mind, anything more than 60 miles, 100 kilometres, or an hour driving time. Okay? If someone is actually more than an hour, then try to close them over the phone. But actually, up to an hour, go for the appointment every time. In fact, having said that, still go for the appointment every time. I got a great salesperson, a guy called Sam. He tried that technique. He works in the Crewe area. He had a customer in the far side of Solihull in Birmingham. Now that's about an hour and a half drive. And he says, Simon, I thought I'd try it anyway, see what happened. And the customer said, yeah, you're right. Actually, unless the car's right, doesn't matter how good the price is. So he drove that hour and a half. He looked at the car. And the funny thing was, when the customer started asking for a discount, Sam had the ability to say, sir, the car's perfect. And he didn't have to discount it. Because if someone's driven that far, guess what? They want the car. So again, just to recap on that one. Yes, I will give a price over the phone. I will try and deal over the phone. But after I've tried 1, 2, 3 times to go for the appointment first. Then I've trial closed. Okay? Then I've tried to condition the customer by saying, hey sir, getting the figures right is the easiest part of my job. Let me share this with you. We all buy cars from exactly the same place. We all buy them at exactly the same price. And we all have exactly the same restrictions. Any price we can do, someone else can do, and vice versa. Why would I give away my commercial advantage out over the phone to someone I don't really know who they are? That wouldn't make commercial sense, would it? Okay? So listen, can I ask you a question? If we get the figures right, are you in a position to leave me £1,000 on either credit or debit card? Oh, by the way, notice how it's the alternatives coming back up. They'll help you. Anyway, that about does it for now. Next time I'm going to talk about that used car customer that's calling from a long, long way away. Let's see how we can deal with that objection. I'll see you then. That just leaves me to say that all details of this episode and other episodes on the selling in the motor trade can be found on our website, symcotraining.co.uk. Go there to get a copy of our book, Words That Sell Cars. Go there to sign up to a free trial of our Sales Fitness online sales training program. Easiest way to get hold of me is Simon Bowkett through LinkedIn.